I think we've both been there at the time where we thought, okay, is it time to move to buy now, or should we still keep renting for a while and stuff?
Yeah,
And
we don't know. When we first moved to UK and you were in this city, there was a time we wanted to move to London, and you know, it was easy for us to just tell the landlord that thank you very much, or we need to move when our contract is
as
over,
far, yeah,
and then you move. But then if you buy a house somewhere, it means that you are putting your roots down, and so you don't have the flexibility to just
leave,
carry
yeah,
your bag and go. So renting might make sense
in that regard.
To give you that flexibility of just changing your location. You can just move to Wales. We've had friends that moved to Wales. We've had friends that moved to Scotland.
Yeah,
And it's just easy to do that.
yeah, yeah. I think in terms of mobility, yeah, renting could be advantageous in that aspect, right? Than buying a house, because the process of selling a house in the UK, it takes time.
Yeah.
And even if you say, oh, you want to leave, go and rent, and then let the rent here be funding wherever you are, the time that you also need to get the tenant into the house too can also be something else to on its own. So I think one thing I would say about buying a house is ownership. There is just that sense of ownership where something is yours. Okay, where something is yours, and it is yours. You can,
Do anything,
do and design it as you want, and all of that. So there is that thing about ownership, about the fact that I own this. I'm not renting it. There is that level of, will I say, a bit of fulfillment somewhere inside where you feel that you own this house, and you could design it to your taste. You could do a lot of things with it, to read based on what you want and all of those. I think that is one thing also about owning a house, that you possibly have a bit of limitations when it comes to the place of renting a house. I think another thing also, in terms of buying a house also, is the fact that it's an investment. Right?
Yeah,
it's an investment. However you want to look at it, you especially if you are in a place like UK, the same amount you are using to rent the house, that same amount could actually be used as your mortgage money. When we were staying, when we moved, I think it was the same amount, or even a little bit lower, because the landlord was trying to increase our rent then, right? Or has increased our rent already then. All right.
And picture this. So we were living in a one
bedroom apartment.
So it has a parlor, it has a bedroom, and then a toilet and kitchen. But then we moved to a 3-bed house with our own garden and everything, and we were still paying the same rent, the same amount we pay for rent as mortgage. So it kind of makes sense to just make that move, because overall we were saving money and then getting comfort.
Yeah. Getting comfort, and then it's an investment. What I mean by that is that we stayed in that house for over 2 years or something, right? Yeah, we can't say that we have any equity in it, or anything has increased, and we keep paying that rent. But the last time I checked the price of our house, between the time we bought the house to now, the price of the property has increased.
Yeah, so if we sell it now, we'll make money.
We'll make some money off it. So if you look at it, for me, I think equity-wise, the fact that it's an investment, I feel is a good one. It's a good investment, because if you own it, even if you are leaving the city in the next how many years, yeah, it might take some time, but that is where planning comes in place. You plan ahead, you sell the property while you are looking for another there. You can use the same money either to put part of it down at a deposit for the house, or you want to increase the deposit you are putting in, so that possibly in a very few years you pay off the mortgage and you have full ownership of the house. But if you look at it, it's a good investment, and I think on that ground, it is better than renting, because you can be paying the same amount for a rent and the same with mortgage, but yet you are not getting any equity or anything on it. Yeah.
Yes, you don't have responsibility over the house. So for example, when we were renting, I think something happened with our boiler,
Yeah.
and we just called the landlord, and then they came to fix it, and that was all. And then maybe there was a pipe too that got damaged, and then just, hello, the pipe is not working, and then someone comes to fix it. But then when we moved to our own house, it was the first day that I got the shocker that, oh, we are the landlord. So we were having issues with connecting electricity to the house, and we were like, okay, let's call the agent. And the agent were like, you are the owner of the house. You have to fix. So we had to like put on our big boy shirts and start looking for answers. And then when we had that drain block too, that we had to like call a plumber to come and fix, we had to take responsibility. And then when the plumber called the amount they wanted to charge, my husband was like, shebi, it is this thing, we are going to fix it, let's go and watch YouTube video.
It helps you also in understanding the property market. That would be one advantage, especially if you're looking at building wealth from property.
Yeah.
It helps you to understand the property market. You portfolio of handiwork men, possibly one way or the other, that you are going to need. You went through the process in buying the first house, so you know all the stages now, because we have done that now. Replicating it in looking at investment property now, it's a bit easier for us. We know what the stages are, we know what it is about. So looking at it from that perspective also, of the fact that I was talking about the fact that it could make you responsible more and make you learn different things, about housing, getting involved in certain things that you want. And I said that it could possibly be your entrance level into property investment and creating real wealth for yourself from property. That's another thing.
I think that is why, if you're not thinking about giving it a go, this is like a reason why you should give it a go. Because if you do it once, you know that you can do it again, and then you can just buy properties and make passive income from it, which is really, really nice. And I've seen someone that even bought a house to start renting whilst still living in a rented apartment.
I've seen scenarios like that.
Because he wanted to get on the property ladder. So if that is you, why not just give it a go? And then another thing about renting, so I'm now at the cons, is that there's insecurity, because it is not your house. The landlord can give you an eviction to say you have to leave, or the landlord can tell you that we are increasing
your rent.
So, and they have the right to do it, I think, every 2 years in the UK. So they can increase your
and let me even just tip something, that with these current realities now, where stamp duties are increasing and others, and with this stuff, that new laws where landlords might be frustrated many times to sell, I would say that if you look at it, the prices of rents are actually going to increase gradually, because older landlords might be leaving the market and all of those things,
so this is why you should probably start thinking about buying your own house. And if you go to our channel, we talked about how the process of buying your house, saving up for your house, and we're going to be sharing many more videos about how we bought our own house in the UK. So just hit the subscribe button so that you can follow us for more tips. And if this video has been beneficial to you, you can just drop a comment in the comment section telling us where you're watching us from.
So thank you. It's good anyone you decide to go for, but we will advise that, based on our own experience, if you look at the pros and the cons, having your own house actually have a lot of advantage. As my wife just also said at the end there, if you have a mortgage, it is fixed. For example, you can do
For
10
5
years
years,
fixed
yeah.
mortgage, 5 years fixed mortgage, and you know that this thing is staying there, and that is just it. But anything can happen, you know, rents can increase, things can, you know, and stuff like that. Hear your view, and please subscribe to this channel, you know, support us to grow this channel, share with someone, like, you know, comment, you know, and if you have something related to this that you want us to talk about also, feel free to drop it in the comment section. All right.
Thank
Thank
you for
you.
watching.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.